Give me a hand. All right. All y'all are going to have to do this every single day, every week, everything that you do. Everything is a presentation. Whether you meet somebody at a party, whether you go to a networking event, whether you have an internal meeting or an external meeting, everything is a presentation. You have 2 or 3 seconds to make a good impression, to get somebody to trust you or to like you. Now, you should have this ready all the time. I do this as a baseline so that you understand what's good, what's bad, what's ugly. And I know a secret. I've developed it over I don't know how many years. I think it's my secret. I'm going to tell you my secret. And I'm going to introduce myself so that I can explain to you how I came by this secret. I started as a disc jockey many years ago. Disc jockeys have to sell all the time, right? You got 30 seconds or 60 seconds on a commercial. You're in between the music, which is what people really want to hear, and you get on the air and you have to sell something, some soap or some shoes or a car or whatever it is that you're selling, right? That's not really me as a little boy, but it could be. I built a little tiny crystal radio, and I used to sit in the bottom of my closet because A, it was the place where I got the best reception, and B, nobody bothered me. And of course, my mother would always scream, "Come on, get out of the closet," but it didn't mean the same for everybody. Okay? I also, as I grew older, had a summer job as a Fuller Brush man. Anybody ever hear of Fuller Brush? Fuller Brush was a line of household products that were sold door to door. Anybody ever hear the expression, getting a foot in the door? That's what we had to do. We had 2 or 3 seconds to knock on the door and say, "Mrs. Jones," and it was always Mrs. Jones. I'm not being sexist, but moms stayed home in those days. "Mrs. Jones, I have these terrific home cleaning products for you. You interested?" What did she do? Just about ready to slam the door on me. But I would say, "And I have a free potato peeler for you." And she would have to open the door to take the potato peeler. And I also had the catalog in my hand, and when she would open the door, I would step halfway in, getting my foot in the door. That's how it got started. Then I would step out because I wasn't invited yet, and we would start the dialogue. That's that first 2 or 3 seconds. None of these things are accidents. The best salespeople know how to get a foot in the door. I now had my foot in the door, literally or metaphorically, and I was off and selling. Okay? It's not an accident how the good salespeople work. And you're going to say, "Well, it's a numbers game. If I make 100 calls every day," if you make 100 calls and close 1 out of 10, is that a good ratio? Hell no! Sorry, I heard that somewhere before. If you close 3 out of 10, is that pretty good? Yeah, you're making a living, but you're really not very good. But if you could manage somehow to close 5 or 7 out of 10, now you're a top producer, and Alec Baldwin will give you a Rolex watch.
Or a Cadillac.